Drake was trying to get him to release the song. So if you had asked me, I think Drake had Family Matters cooked up in some sense. And I think Family Matters, the first part of the song that he teased that at the end of PushUps, I think that was, he was like, all right, whatever song this drops, I'm
Woo hoo hoo. Man, honestly, bro, thank you, Act. I like when Act be logical. Thank you. Because I remember one thing I noticed with this Kendrick and Drake situation, bro, I find myself like arguing or having debates about stuff that we shouldn't even be having debates about. Like real talk, it's like it's damn near kind of equivalent to work with me real quick. You feel me? Because just reacting. But it's like if somebody asks you, hold on, right quick, I getting it cracking right now. Excuse me, sorry about that. But like if somebody asks you or get at you and say, well, how come you keep calling that person your cousin or your relative and you guys are not biologically related? Seriously, that's like real talk. That's how I feel about this certain situation. So when I'm arguing, like, bro, when somebody said, like, no, it ain't fair, Kendrick had tracks pre-written. Bro, what do you mean Kendrick had tracks pre-written, bro? Like this is a battle. If you're not prepared, bro, you're not that's on you if you're not prepared. That doesn't make no sense. No, you have preparation. Check this out, bro. When it's time to get down, it's time to get down. There's no such thing. That's your fault. Then you should engage. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad Academics brought that up, bro. Like, you feel me? I'm glad he kept it a being. Like, cause I was gonna say, y'all talking about Kendrick and pre-writtens, bro. It seems like that drop that push-ups led into Family Matters. I didn't hear that coming from Dot side. Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way a being. But let's go ahead and continue though.
gonna drop this. So I'll do a tease, but I gotta get him to drop this bomb.
And meanwhile, while it was believed that Kendrick was sitting on this diss track and he was in complete silence for weeks after releasing Like That, he definitely also used social media to his advantage within this battle, just in the complete
Come on, Rapperholics. Come on, bro. You said Kendrick used social media to how? How did he? Nigga barely on social media. How did he use social media to even as his burner account? He used social media to his advantage. Come on, bro. Like now I see why the stands be doing what they be doing. Like you feel me? Like as far as like the what y'all call them the Kendrick stands or the K-Dot stands. Like yeah, now it's like come on, cause y'all just be lying, bro. Come on, bro. He used social media. How? I gotta hear this. How, bro? How? My fault.
opposite way. While Drake had bars on his diss track against Meek Mill back to back, rapping, "I'm not the type of guy that'll type to guys," he went the exact opposite direction in this battle. Meanwhile, Kendrick took that exact approach. He didn't type, he didn't talk, but instead, his Twitter feed became, you could almost call it an art gallery, simply of links to music, right? Every time he dropped a diss track, he'd put the link to it on his Twitter. So you could see the natural progression of him winning this battle further and further, winning public opinion with each new track that he dropped on his Twitter. If you go back and look at that Twitter
My bad. Hey, it's a reaction, bro. It's a reaction. My bad. I get it. I get what he's saying. I get it. My bad. It's a reaction, bro. They about to cook me in the comments for this.
feed right now, you don't see Kendrick Lamar talking about the battle. You don't see him expressing a single thought. Instead, he let the music speak for himself, his Twitter feed being a complete collection of all his diss tracks, the link to his GNX album, the announcement of his Super Bowl halftime performance, and his GNX Stadium tour with SZA, documenting each victory in real time on social media. So when you go back and look at this beef 10 years later, you'll see a bunch of trolling from Drake and simply music links on Kendrick's profile. At the same time, Drake ironically deleted every single diss track off of his social media, proving that he's trying to erase the stain that this put on his legacy. But in April of 2024, things were much different, right?
Yeah, and I noticed a lot of people talk about that too. Like, bro, with the whole you erasing your diss tracks and try to make it, oh, I don't need that. No, yeah, you don't need it because, bro, you didn't have the better end of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate that. Like, oh, Drake doesn't need to perform Family Matters and all that when he go on tour yeah, this and this and that. Yeah, he don't need to perform that because he didn't win in this situation. Of course, he don't need to perform that. Let's say that when he won with that Meek Mill situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, say that then. You feel me? If you win and I look at it like this, he only retired that back-to-back track is because him and Meek got cool, bro. But he was still performing that for 2 years with the means and everything. Went on Saturday Night Live with the whole situation. Come on, bro. Miss me with that. Like the kind artist, like now I'm starting to see, like, you feel me? Still a dope talent. I'm gonna always get like, bro, no matter what, how I feel. Still a dope talent. Drake come on right now, I'm playing him, I'm slapping him. But I'm just saying, we see through the BS. That's all we say. We see through the BS. You feel me? But let's continue with it.
Right. And of course, a rap battle in 2024 was going to play out way differently than a rap battle, let's say, between Jay-Z and Nas back in the early 2000s. We're in the internet age. But not only do both these rappers use social media to their benefit throughout this battle, but we also see the emergence of AI. Because fans now have access to their favorite artist's vocals, before Kendrick Lamar ever dropped a diss track, after Like That, random AI-generated diss tracks popped up left and right, fans concocting their own Drake and Kendrick disses and then slapping Drake and Kendrick vocals onto those songs to make the public believe these were real songs that just so happened to leak. No one knows if they're real or if they're AI. So if you haven't been keeping up, this weekend, a Drake song mysteriously just leaked online where he was dissing Kendrick.
Tired of having to stream in 720p in StreamYard or having to pay more to get 1080p quality? We got you.
And at first, everyone was confused whether or not it was AI because the sound quality was very low. Now, since then, we haven't heard a thing from Kendrick until earlier today when a new diss track dropped where Kendrick is seemingly responding to Drake and J. Cole. Now AI is so strong that you don't even know if it's your favorite rapper rapping or if it's just some random guy in his basement who put Drake vocals on top of his raps. And then we saw PushUPs, which changed the entire narrative, right? And I covered this at length in my 1-year anniversary video of PushUPs. I'll link that in the description, but essentially, the demo version of that song leaked, and it sounded extremely robotic, extremely monotone, unfinished. It almost sounded like AI. No one knew if this was really Drake or if it was fake.
I could never be nobody #1 fan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan.
I really think a writer leaked the first version of PushUPs. Like a writer pitched it to him. They wrote the song and they did it in the AI. You know, they pitched their voice for AI so they could use his inflections, and then they pitched their voice to Drake's voice using AI. So they sent him